You can go to the Grand Ole Opry, take a stroll down Music Road.
All right, so today we're on the wonderful topic that everybody loves, mechanical licenses. I've personally seen lately people fight over it, friends, co-writers.
Really?
And it's so simple. But it used to be 9.1 cents and we just got our raise to 12 cents now. And to break it down in its simplest form, most small publishers do 1,000 units up front,
Right.
so they know they get some kind of coffee money. So that's $120 split between all the writers and all the publishers, and everybody's taken care of for the first 1,000 copies that you may either print up or digitally sell combined. Once you pass that point collectively, you just simply order another mechanical license. It's really that simple. So you have a song you really love that you want to cut, and you feel like you can't have it. Yes, you can. Typically, if it's a smaller publishing company, it's going to be about $120, and that you're good for 1,000 copies there. Now, some of the other bigger publishing might have a much higher mark than that minimum, but most of us smaller publishing companies are okay with 1,000 up front. 1,000 units equals $120, and if you co-wrote that song, you're only paying $60. If you co-wrote it with two other
And your
people, you're only
publishing
paying.
split.
So
So you're gonna get $30 for a song
so yeah, I
for
mean,
for 1,000 cuts.
for 1,000 presses.
Now,
or not a
that's
publisher.
presses, that's not digital presses,
No,
that's not downloads or any of
It's
that.
collectively. So like,
Oh, okay.
it's for whatever, at least the way that we currently handle it is 1,000 copies either that you may print up or sell in the future, or that you digitally sell even if you print up nothing. Because a lot of people don't print up any CDs. And that doesn't mean that you get
Right.
away with not paying a mechanical license. That's a mistake that a lot of people make.
Yeah,
You know, there's 60,000 songs uploaded every day to Spotify. We would probably be
That's
horrified
all.
to know how many people did not pay a mechanical license
Most.
for their release, which is illegal. Now, are we going to come tackle them, stab them, sue them? Most people won't, but it's just the polite thing to do because that's the only way that songwriters
but
make
that's
their
not
money.
a previously released song, like if I wanted to cut and release Brown Eyed Girl, do I have to pay anybody?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But
If I'm
they
making
can't
money
they
with
can't
it.
control how many their minimum though.
Oh, okay.
So you might could get a copy for you might could get a 300 a minimum.
But I can
license
play it at
or
a
something
bar
like
and I
that.
don't have to pay anybody. The bar has to pay somebody.
You know better than that. You know better.
A lot of that's negotiable.
Negotiable.
Yes, yes. It's just one. You know, a lot of people you don't realize that. Oh, I wrote this with my friends, and they're not going to charge me. But the songwriter, they want to get in the room with the artist because that is their best chance to get a cut and get some money. And then if you don't give them the money, they're just like, what did I just do? So, I mean, what are your thoughts about that when it comes to either one of you guys? When you're in the room with people you work with. How do you be like, hey, can you not forget to give me the mechanicals? Because when you're asking anybody for money,
If
it's
they're
a tough thing. It's a
participating in the
tough thing
writing
to
of
do.
the song, you know, not necessarily the recording of the song, because in Nashville that's different than LA.
Correct.
Is that in Nashville, if you're a paid guitar in a studio, you're not part of that distribution of wealth from the cut. But I'll give you an example. Claire Cunningham, and I know you've written
Yeah.
with her too.
Yeah.
A hustling artist, great member of TSAI. She's real good, and we did a song together. And she made it sure that before she released it, which is going to be released next week, that we both had it registered in ASCAP for me, BMI for her, and that our publishing was in there also. You know, so we'll split that, whatever comes in on that. You know, but I guess it's up to her. I don't want to administer it, right? And there's a difference there. Is the publisher is administering that is the one that's got to collect those funds, right?
Yeah, and typically you could go through Harry Fox. I think it's 11%. Maybe they'll do all the work for you. Or you could get somebody else to handle it for you, or you can just simply send out your mechanical license yourself. And it used to be for about the last 15 years 9.1 cents, which was we were sending out a $91 mechanical license if we wrote it ourselves, or at least for our portion of that $91. If we wrote it with that artist that's recording it, we'd only have to send out $45.50 last year. This year, at least, we got the raise finally after all these years, so we would get $60 of that $120 if I wrote it with the artist.
And there was no publisher involved.
And there was no publisher involved.
Right.
If we did, we only get half of that, and so on. So, because the money always goes to the publisher first, and then the publisher gives half, their half to the writers that they represent.
You will hear some faded cowboys used to ride the old radio. And you will see some shooting starlets, wonder why they shine so bright. I tell you, son, it ain't no secret. Songwriters helping writers down at TSAI.